Hi guys, welcome to Knittoons, and today we're going to be talking about a favorite purple friend of ours, a favorite purple friend with purple hair, a favorite purple pony. It is Rarity! Yeah, I almost ruined the supplies. Let's get started. Now, starting off, I adapted this pattern from a Pleasant Seas video. The link will be in the description below. And we're starting off with two ounces of white yarn. We are using size 8 circular knitting needles, and we cast on 88 stitches. And we start off by knitting at least 6 rows in the knit 2 purl 2 pattern, but you could extend it as long as you want. I wanted this to be a cute little frill to start off the hat. Next, after that's done, we actually start on a stockinette stitch. This is where you want to start putting your stitch marker in between where the row starts and ends of knitting one row and then knitting the next row continuously in a pattern until it reaches 10 inches from the bottom to the top of the ends. Then what we're going to do is actually bind off the stitches and then sew them together into what is eventually going to be a sack like thing. But don't worry, if you don't want a sack on your head, we're going to teach you how to make the ears. Now, to be fair, the ears were actually really fun to make. This is a really fun hat. It actually took me about a day and a half to make the actual body. What was really difficult is the ears, which we're about to talk about right now. Okay, so we're just basically taking our needle, starting off at the top, and weaving in and out, front to back. We're just weaving in and out, kind of drawing it closed. See, we start in from the bottom, where the top is at the seam, and we stitch in a diagonal pattern to make hats on the top. Then we turn around and continue the same diagonal on the bottom. Please make sure that you make a tight enough knot. I have made that mistake so many times. I forgot how thick the yarn is, and it just pops right out. Just pops right out. Now, originally these were supposed to look like cat ears on the original hat, but I wanted to adapt it to look like her pony ears, where you put it on your head, has 2 nice pony-like ears sticking off the top of your head. I know I've seen a lot of better hats on Etsy than this, but it works. Now that we've done our second one, we're gonna start on the horn. What we did, we took our circular needles, found a spot where we wanted our horn to be, and picked up the stitches around that circle with our needle. It is actually not very hard. We just kind of stuck it through the tops of those stitches, and then we started to knit. We put them in a circle like this, but not so deep that it'll get stuck. Next, we start with some new yarn, and we just kind of knit around. Knit in the giant circle for, well, as long as you want your horn to be honest. This pattern could probably be adapted for any unicorn that you want. But after about 6 rows of your initial stitches, I want you to knit 2 together every 12 stitches, so 2 per row on different sides, until it has decreased to 6 stitches, and then we will have this little circle that we will bind off at the top. This part was both the most fun and the most difficult part of the hat, just because I had never made a unicorn hat before, and I just wanted to do it because it looked like fun. And a couple times I actually missed stitches on the bottom, so you actually may see me picking them up. Now that we have our hat done, we have weaved in the ends of the ears, the ends of the yarn from the ears, and we're going to start sewing our eyes. Now I already have one eye done here, but I'm actually just using a tapestry needle, well, a giant yarn needle, and sewing in and out where I want her eyes to be. To be fair, the eyes were not my favorite part. They look really creepy, not at all what I wanted. But we are weaving in and out the shape of her eyelashes, which has kind of a prima donna scoopy shape. And then on the ends of them, we have her long eyelashes, which, hint hint, wink wink. Spoiler alert, they're fake. Yes, it turns out no pony naturally has 4-pronged eyelashes. It's really 3. We found that out during the mystery on the Pony Express and the best night ever, where she's putting them on. So now we have one eye done. We cross over and start putting in the second eyelash. I did the first one off camera, mostly to save time, and also because I knew you didn't want to see the entire point thing and be freaked out by her only having one eye. We do each eyelash individually. We kind of want to leave a little prong on the sides, just to make it seem cool. And make sure you have maybe the second one from the top to be longer than the others. So that's kind of how her eyelashes work. But you kind of don't want it to wrap around the side of the head. You don't, since it just looks weird that way. Now, if you want, you can put diamond shapes on the side or on the back, but that'll be for another video. And it just didn't fit in since I wanted this to look like the actual pony's head and not just white with a bunch of diamonds on it like I've seen a lot of people do. And if your eye looks weird, that's okay. My eyes look weird. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're lopsided. Now we have the top part done. We're actually going to do a similar shape with the bottom of her eye, but instead we're just having the underside stitched in. So it's going to look kind of like a mismatched oval with 2 eyelashes on the side. And here's our part 2 hat. Now, next what we're going to do, besides filling in where the blue was, we're going to start stitching the hair, which this creation will be depicted in another video accompanying this one, where we found a spot where we wanted the hair to mainly stand in, and we only stitched to maybe the side edge of the purple, which is like you knit you basically knit it like a scarf for 14 inches on a you just cast on 32 stitches and knit for 14 inches. I want it to be short so it wouldn't really get in the way. And you don't want to sew it back all the way down, just enough to keep it on there, but in order to make the hair flip to whatever size you want it to do. And try not to make the stitches too apparent, since it kind of ruins the illusion if you can actually see the stitches. Rarity's still my favorite character, though of course Applejack still has a special place in my heart. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It took me about 4 days to make this hat, and yet we end up with this. I look fabulous, darling. See you later, bye. Etsy, bye.